Hey, welcome back to T Squared. This week we're going to take a look at some of the news headlines. First one is Michael Kors closing over 100 doors of their 820 in the US. How did it get to this point? I remember being in a Macy's a couple years ago, and I walked in and I saw this outerwear piece in about 3 colors for as far as the eye could see, on sale in season. I knew that wasn't a good sign. They've acknowledged now over-distribution. They've acknowledged that you can get Michael Kors on sale just about any time, anywhere. They've also acknowledged that the store experience is not up to par, although they haven't been specific about what's been lacking in that store experience. So they've consciously now gone in as part of their turnaround strategy to purposely cut back wholesale distribution, particularly in those promotional environments. That tactic in the last quarter brought wholesale down by 22%. They expected, though, their own stores to be up as a result of that. And in fact, comps on their own stores were down over 12% in the quarter. So this is going to be a tough turnaround strategy with the uncertainty in retail today with everybody's comps down. So part of this now is a lesson in controlling your brand, controlling your distribution, and not allowing dilution of the equity in your brand. There's been a severe damage to the equity of this brand, and they're now taking their $1 billion in cash and looking at stock buybacks, which is often a sign that they haven't identified enough opportunities to reinvest that into the business. Second story we want to look at today was HBC laying off 2,000 people. Very unusual for a public company to be doing that in the middle of the year. Things had to be very challenging. So we're looking here now at a company that has the Bay, purchased Saks, then Lord & Taylor, and Gilt. Gilt was bought at post-peak in the whole flash sale cycle. Right now, what's disturbing in this one is not only is traffic and revenue down in the regular price stores, but it's even down in their Saks off Fifth and really down on the Gilt stores. So you've got this disproportionate mix of off-price stores that is down as well. It's interesting too that here it is 4 years after the Saks acquisition that they're streamlining the back of the house. Typically this would have been done as an expense saving measure very soon after that acquisition. So I think things are a lot more difficult structurally than they would appear if they're making this much of a change this late. Also, they had leadership managing both Lord & Taylor and the Bay shared in different countries. I've never seen it work in the same country, let alone in different countries with some of those variances. They've now split that up. So it's going to be a tough one for HBC right now because they were out hot on the acquisition trail looking for Neiman's and Bergdorf first, and then Federated, which is like triple their size, to pick up Bloomies and Macy's, and they're even contemplating Nordstrom. I don't see how at this point they're going to be able to stay on that acquisition spree when they have to put their own house in order. So there's a lot of headwinds out there in retail right now. Everyone's comps are down, in this case both regular and off price. Everyone's got to get their own house in order, be true to what they do, stay to those core competencies. So let me know what your thoughts are in terms of whether HBC is going to get their act together on this one, as well as Michael Kors. Thanks for coming out, and that's the news for today. T Squared. See you next week.